Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf with Phil and Dave, the movie talk show where each week one of us takes a movie off our shelf, presents it to the other, and discusses it at length. This week we've got coming off of Dave's shelf, 1993's Jurassic Park, written by David Koepp, directed by Steven Spielberg, of course. Musical score, John Williams. We've got Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Attenborough.
Yes, brother of David.
That's right.
I was going to say the late and great, but I think he's doing okay.
It's it's a little snug. Well, luckily no one will know when we actually recorded this, so we could have been right at the time.
Yeah.
Well, David, I have to ask, I suppose the key question is, as always, why this movie and why now?
I think it's a kind of a two-prong response here.
Ooh, okay.
We have the latest installment of the Jurassic Park movie franchise is the best term to use in that situation.
The seventh movie in that.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
I have to.
It's crazy
because it's true.
Yeah, there it is.
Secondly, we've been doing some franchises of our own.
It's true.
Lately. You did Jaws 2 recently.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm just not done.
Okay.
With it all.
Sure.
So
Summer blockbuster, big action.
So I thought, this is my response to your Jaws 2.
Okay.
Obviously, this is the original because we haven't done the original Jurassic Park yet.
Correct.
I'm not sure what we'll do next week. I don't know. But there's a strong possibility we might come right back to the well. But I was excited to bring it off because I hadn't seen it for a few years.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a few? Like 10?
No.
5?
What is a few? You're right. This is a vague term. It's sometimes considered 3 or 4 in the world of math and numbers.
Yep.
Well, you know what? I bought the 4K set during the Wellington years.
Okay.
So I would have watched it.
Within the last 5.
Yeah, within the last 5. That's safe to say.
Yeah, okay.
But it had been a period of time, I believe, since I had watched the original one.
Okay. Fascinating.
Yeah. Well, not really, but what about yourself, Philip? Obviously, you have a history.
Of course.
Just in general.
Yes.
Because you've been around.
I've been around, yeah.
And you own a lot of movies.
Correct.
You obviously are not ashamed to admit that you like Steven Spielberg.
I've had
I don't know why you would be, but
I've had a peculiar relationship with him, as you know, when we talked about
does he know that?
Minority Report.
Yes.
There's a kind of a fallow period, if you will, where I thought overrated and uninterested, kind of moved on. Wasn't a fan of War of the Worlds, wasn't a fan of Minority Report, never saw Amistad. I didn't see Catch Me If You Can until many, many years afterwards.
Mid-2000s.
Yeah, I was kind of done with him after the 90s, it seems.
Okay.
And then came back around because I love the last 6 or so movies that he's made. I love West Side Story. I loved The Post. I loved Fabelmans, like 4 or 5 movies just back to back to back. I'm like, this guy's phenomenal. And I love his early stuff. Jaws, E.T., Indiana Jones series.
Close Encounters. Where are you on that one?
Another one. Like, just all of those, I think he's phenomenal. Okay. So it's like this weird middle period that
It's a bit of a rocky relationship there, but you work things out.
That's right. That's right.
Wonderful to hear.
We sat down. We went to therapy. But all that being said, this movie was a juggernaut in 93. I was 14 years old. I'm just starting to go to movies on my own. Parents still dropping me off. And what's funny about this is I never got to see this in the theater. And it's the only time in my life that I recall going to a sold-out movie. The old Britannia 6, lined up with my buddies, and we had our money in hand. And they sold out. So what we saw instead was The Last Action Hero.
Well, that's a bit of a
letdown.
Yeah. What do you call that? Consolation prize.
That's right. Now, I didn't mind that movie at that point. I'm 14 years old. It was big action stuff. And John McTiernan directed that, coincidentally, whom we've talked about with Die Hards 1 and 3 and Predator.
Back in the day when movies sold out, eh?
Yeah, that's the thing. Now, I would never... Even if they did sell out, I would know ahead of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would make another arrangement. But this was like in line at the front gate. Can I get 2? No, you can't.
When I've been to the theater lately, which isn't often, I'll admit.
No, we established Mad Max in 2015.
But I love going during the week, and it's like there's like 6 or 7 people.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's fantastic. It's me. I don't like big on crowds. I'm just not big on
I like
crowds.
it a little bit busier than that because I like an energy.
You love energy.
Depending on the movie. Watching a horror movie alone is boring. Watching a horror movie with 40 people or 100 people, a little more energy, a little more exciting.
You definitely love the energy, which is why you drink a lot of Red Bull.
That's right. But they did re-release it, and I watched it eventually.
So you have seen it in theaters?
I have seen it in theater, but not at prime time, like when it was actually released.
Because you're on top of that. You'll message me, say, "Hey, Godfather's coming back."
Jaws coming back at the end of August. Yeah.
Open invitation.
Always.
Yeah, you got a great policy there. You want to come?
But yeah. So anyway, that's sort of the story with that movie. I had to wait until VHS and was kind of blown away by it.
As you should be. I was at my mother's today. And my father's. They're still together.
Okay.
Things are going strong. And I asked her, I said, Mom, did I see Jurassic Park in theaters? Because this would have been 1993 in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't have been out yet. It would have been 95 by the time we got it. But I asked her, did you remember if I'd gone to theater? I honestly couldn't remember. And he's like, I don't think so. And so I would have to say my first experience was just grabbing the VHS and watching it.
Mm-hmm. And initial impressions, what do you recall, if anything?
Not a lot.
Wow.
Not a lot. I probably thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, sure. Because, if I like something,
you're insatiable.
I'm insatiable.
More,
so it's like I want to read the book. So I read the book. I bought the toys. I played the video games. All of that is sort of how I.
You mentioned the games. Which one are you talking about? Are we talking first gen, second gen, the side scroller? Are you talking about the one where you build the park?
I was fortunate enough to have a house where I had a Super Nintendo and my brother had the Genesis.
Yeah.
And so we both rented the Jurassic Park game, and I hated the Super Nintendo one, that top-down perspective. I was like, this sucks.
Garbage, yeah.
Right? And then watching the Genesis one where you get Grant, you could play as the raptor, you're cutting through the forest.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, and the commercials were so good with the T-Rex saying Sega and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I want this game. It definitely a key example of the Sega at the time being cooler.
In more ways than one. I dabbled with that game a little bit.
Okay.
But I was all about, I want to say PlayStation 1 with build the park, build the amenities, and they still do it. They're on the third installment, which is coming out, I think, in a couple weeks. I buy it every time.
Oh, wow.
It's overwhelming. I play it for 15 minutes, and I don't touch it ever again. And I'll probably do the same thing on this one.
Wow.
Hopefully I'll hold back.
Now you have a problem.
Well, it's $80.
Yeah.
15 minutes, you do the math. And they're not bad games.
Sure.
It's just, it's
you have the
overwhelming.
patience.
Yeah.
You're a patient guy because you do those drafts. Like you're far more than I am. I like an arcadey, like we just talked about. Put me in Alan Grant shoes, run me through the forest. I'm in.
Yeah.
You want to build the forest, navigate the forest, get the popcorn for the guys going into the forest.
Exactly.
I don't have the
I'm in there for the
that
grind.
Yeah.
But the control scheme and opening up all the menus.
Sure.
I don't know. It seems like the PlayStation version was a little simpler. And I was younger, and this is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was really kind of cool.
Fascinating.
I also had the soundtrack for this movie.
Yes.
Columbia House.
Classic. 1 penny.
I don't typically buy a lot of soundtrack CDs. Maybe had a half a dozen.
Okay. You're a very soundtrack guy, though. Like your Spotify, you've mentioned. Like
Hans didn't really exist back then. He was alive.
Sure.
But those big scores were not happening.
True.
And I wasn't old enough to really appreciate the ones that had that emotional impact.
Gotcha.
This was, fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Armageddon and ones like that, which actually had songs as well. But this is pure soundtrack.
Just score.
Yeah.
I love it. I also had this CD. I was already a pretty big soundtrack guy, like a score guy. I had the score for Untouchables and Back to the Future and Jaws, E.T. Like these are I didn't have those specific soundtracks. I had the music of John Williams, right? Like those kind of compilation ones. Because that Superman, Star Wars, right? Like I was really big into the scores of the movies that I loved.
Can I ask you a question though?
Of course.
Can you connect outside of the movie when you're listening to that music? Because that's what I'm going for. I don't even care about the movie. And that's why I love Hans, is when I'm listening to Hans, like Interstellar, I'm not thinking about the movie or being in outer space. I'm thinking of an emotional time in my life that I can connect to.
Scoring your life rather than
exactly.
The movie. I think I probably connect to the movie, but I think the movie and the music kind of cohabitate whatever that emotion is. So I don't necessarily – I don't think that it's narrating my life. I hear the Superman theme, the pleasure of watching that movie and the cool vibes that I get from it come out.
See, I don't get that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So different approaches, differently.
So I didn't love the soundtrack, although I love it in the movie.
There you go.
But just listening to it, I did. But there's a couple ones I kind of latched onto, but I skipped most of them because I'm like, no, this is fine in the confines of the movie.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I paid a penny for it. What can I say?
That's right. Now, you've had a little bit of experience recently with this writer, David Koepp.
Which I thought was Coep.
Yeah, I thought Cope when I was younger.
I thought Cope, actually.
When I wrote it.
I was just trying to add some flair to it.
L'accent aigu.
Yeah.
So you've recently, let's spill the beans here.
Yeah. Big secret. As you know, I was burned quite severely.
Yeah,
with,
literally.
I didn't respect the sun.
You didn't respect the sun.
I fought the sun, and the sun won. And I was more or less couch ridden for about 3 or 4 days. Could barely move.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of Frasier.
Yeah.
A lot of Frasier.
Not movies.
No.
No.
I watched a couple. And this was a free pass as well because my wife is like taking care of me.
Yes.
I can watch whatever I want. She knows I'm in pain. She felt so bad for me.
Sure.
She also said I was an idiot, but
sure.
What goes without saying. But one of the movies we did watch was Black Bag.
Fascinating.
I thought it looked interesting.
Yep.
It was new, so it was right up her alley.
That's right.
And the main actor, I wasn't familiar with it, but I like the
Fassbender.
Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, and good supporting cast.
Great. Kate Blanchett.
And we're all about the British stuff too.
Okay. So it's in that world.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And that name came up, and I'm like, I know that name.
Yeah.
And I looked it up quickly on IMDb, and yeah, that was a fun coincidence.
Yeah, sure. He's very prolific.
Yes, he has quite a library.
Yes, absolutely. What I find interesting about him in general is he's kind of as bad as he is good.
Okay.
Which is to say that for every kind of really good movie that he's written to me an equally bad or terrible movie. So it's kind of a fascinating career to watch. He did direct a couple of movies I really liked. The Trigger Effect with Kyle MacLachlan and Elizabeth Shue about the power outage in a city and kind of how people cope with it. And then he directed and wrote Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon, which came out just after or in around The Sixth Sense. And I remember these two kind of ghost story types.
Always happens in twos, but he's like the Sith.
Yeah.
Always in pairs.
That's right. At the time, as you know, I didn't like The Sixth Sense quite so much, but I thought Stir of Echoes was pretty good as a ghost story went. So, but yeah, what works to me about this movie isn't entirely the writing, but I think it's very good writing in ways that, again, he's capable of not so great writing that maybe we're talking about next week.
Yeah. Possibly.
I will say that as opening scenes go, this is right up there with the best ever.
Okay.
When I think about Spielberg at his best...
I'm sorry, I'm forgetting this is my movie. This is my pick. Okay,
that's right.
I was thrown off there for a second.
Shake it off. When I think about those scenes that really hook you, really get you into whatever the movie is, the name that comes to mind, in part because these two movies are his, is Spielberg. When we watch the opening of Jaws and watching Chrissy go swimming and what sort of tragedy befalls her in the water, not seeing anything, it's dark, getting pulled in all the different directions, chewed up and basically drowned. That is the most gripping, compelling, exciting, energetic way to start a movie. What is happening to this person? And he, son of a bitch, does it again, nearly 20 years later by this sequence where they're feeding. You've got big, sharp lights and shadows and the crew doing their business, the sounds, like everything about this scene just is like, give me more. I don't know if you felt the same way, but for me, I was like completely enthralled. Still.
Yeah, exactly. I'm starting to remember like this is a really good movie. At the same time, though, when I think of the beginning of Jurassic Park, I'm almost forgetting this scene.
Wow. Okay. You're thinking on the island doing the things.
Exactly.
The
welcome
entryway.
to, like all the exciting stuff. This is not exciting, but it's very tense. It's very riveting, and it's
so exciting, and it's so brilliantly made, right? And Dean Cundy was the director of photography. We didn't talk about him prior, but he
does great work.
He did the first 3 Halloween movies. I think he was the DP on Back to the Future, I want to say. Just a brilliant guy.
And we also get our first taste of Bob Peck.
Yes.
And one of the famous lines.
Great line.
Shoot her.
It's perfect.
And
stood the test of time. We say it
all the time.
Yeah.
It's not funny anymore. It's just like you say it.
It's just what you say.
It's what you say.
Yeah.
It's always appropriate.
Absolutely.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Love it.
Playing like Call of Duty or something, it's just what happens. It's just what happens. But it's really magical. It really does get you excited and interested in what's about to happen.
Yeah.
There's nobody better.
And then we have that really nice fade.
That's right. To dissolve into the water.
Where then we get to meet Martin Ferrero.
Oh yes, old Marty,
the
Luigi.
Yeah, of Oscar fame.
That's right. One of the Finucci's.
Yes, absolutely. And he's on a raft.
He is on a raft. Yep.
Yeah.
He's looking out of place, to say the least.
Yes, he's got a suit on
Yeah.
in the sweltering heat of what I want to say Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Isla Nublar.
Yeah.
Somewhere I've never been.
Sure.
And then we get Miguel Sandoval.
Oh, yes.
From Seinfeld fame, and a movie that's in the archives, if you recall.
I did recall, and you have to be impressed that I remember Clear and Present Danger.
I was impressed, actually.
I'm not that person. I barely watched that movie.
You're a lot of things. And Martin mentions the name Dr. Grant, and our good friend Miguel.
Yep.
He's like me. He's a digger.
Yep.
Like you, Phil. Like you're a digger.
I dig.
I don't know why, but I feel uncomfortable calling you a digger.
I dig. I dig. Listen to early episodes. You accuse me of digging a lot. So.
I do.
Yeah.
There's precedent.
You're right. But yes, he is a digger, which is silly to me.
I think it still holds up. It still has some charm to that line.
But we do get a sense of the amber. We get a sense of the mosquito. What this movie does incredibly well, and we'll explain a little bit later too, is the ability to tell its story effectively with setups and payoffs.
And to get you to believe this is possible.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing too. Absolutely.
I'm sold.
Totally.
The whole amber thing, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know.
We kind of meet Grant at this point, who's involved in a dig.
Of course.
Appropriately.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we get a sense that he is technologically inept, has little patience for it.
Yeah, yeah. He touched the screen.
He's touched the screen. He's got some relationship with Sattler, Ellie.
Yes.
Played by Laura Dern. So we kind of get a sense as to who this character is. And they kind of laugh at him for his belief, as it were, that the dinosaurs turn into birds.
The bird theory.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true, but I have no reason to really doubt it.
Well, what I will say is fossils of a dinosaur do not look scary.
Very true. Yeah. Yeah. Not that exciting.
Yeah.
Until they come alive and chase after you. So what the script does, real talent, I think, in this particular movie, is the ability to explain away the story in a way that is entertaining and compelling and doesn't feel like overwrought exposition. Because the next scene is Grant basically explaining everything we need to know about dinosaurs as it relates to this movie.
Yeah, their behaviors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he talks to the kid. The kid's like, big deal. They're not scary. Who cares? And then Grant gets to talk about T-Rex, motion, raptors, hunting in packs, explaining all of that. So as an audience, whether it's conscious or unconscious, we're absorbing that information.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then both of those things pay off down the road. And because the way the performance is, Sam and the kid, it's also really engaging and fun. So it's like, it doesn't feel like you're getting the lecture to start the movie to give you the rules. It's totally natural.
I'm glad you enjoyed that, Philip, because I'm concerned the next scene might have you out of the movie. We have a helicopter.
Yeah, yeah.
We know how you feel about them now after Die Hard 5.
That's right. That's right.
Real issues. But I'm guessing Dr. Hammond is going to reel you back in.
100%.
He is fun to listen to.
Yes.
And I jokingly asked you about, is he related to David?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, they're brothers. I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Just very good at just delivering words.
Just speaking.
Anything.
Yep.
He's fantastic.
This is so excited.
Yeah, I'm stealing this. I'll come out and be very transparent here. He's a misguided Santa Claus.
Okay.
Somebody said that in one of the reviews I am media. I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Well, it was Santa Claus in Miracle on 34th Street.
There you go. Has some experience. He's very jovial, right?
Very jovial.
Very jovial.
Yep, one might say.
Yeah, and we have them in I want to say a trailer of sorts.
Yeah, they're at the dig, and he offers as a incentive. And I like that they're kind of like, who's this asshole? Like they're kind of really frustrated. And then he's like, yeah,
you're the money man.
You're the money guy.
Yeah,
oh, Mr. Hammond.
Yeah, you go ahead, open up that champagne.
Whatever
you chug
need.
it if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, but he basically offers to pay them
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Fund the dig. Money talks.
Apparently.
The world is not any different now.
Well, I think it's one of those professions, too, that they're always begging for money.
Yes.
You know, it's hard to get funding. So an opportunity like that, they got to take it.
Got to take it.
Got to take it.
You know, very money motivated, not unlike Newman.
Yes.
Who I've only referred to in my notes as Newman.
Newman, of course. And he's playing a Newman-like character.
Yeah. It's an N last name, too. It's Nedry.
Nedry.
So,
yeah. Dennis Nedry.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Newman.
Yeah. Yeah. Great introduction to him.
Tell me about this scene.
Dodson. We got Dodson here. And I have another line which, if it applies, I'll say it. I don't just randomly say it. There needs to be some sort of reason why I'm saying it. I don't know why I would, but when I do it, It makes sense. Would you say? Because you're
The Dotson?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that really ever makes sense in a context.
Really?
I know the reference, so it's funny. But if no one knew the reference, if you were talking to like a brand new immigrant to
Yeah.
right, and
You're gonna
just
need to know
yelling
the
out,
reference.
Dotson here.
Yeah,
it
but I
doesn't-
think it's not just not saying it to say it, but
oh yeah, people will get it.
and he has ideas.
Yes. The way this exchange goes, this is another example of actually it's a setup and payoff that I have some questions about later. But at the beginning, I was like, that's genius. And watching again, jovial Nedry get so excited about
yes.
about the
Good
plan.
jovial and bad jovial. He's bad jovial.
This is a bad jovial.
Bad jovial.
Where he's so excited about how the bottom twists off and the cream comes out, and he's so giddy and excited with it. Presented in such a way that it's like, I've no reason to question this. And I love what he does with the shaving cream.
What else are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, that's the thing. What I think is really compelling or funny about that, maybe not compelling, but it was interesting to me,
I was compelled.
was the contrast. So we talked, if you recall, about Minority Report in our archives.
Yeah, you know.
And there's a
while ago.
sequence in that during the rocket pack escape.
You had some issues with that.
Close up of burgers on a grill that he
Ignites.
basically as he's about to go.
Yeah, cooks
and
them.
I rolled my eyes at that in the theater.
As
in
you should have.
2002.
As you
I
should have.
hated it when we talked about it. It's stupid. And yet here is an example of a silly food joke
Mm-hmm.
where he puts the dollop on the pie next to the food, and they don't make quote unquote a meal out of it. They just have it in the background. And I just look at it like in 93, he was still having some restraint.
Yes.
And I think part of my issues with that early 2000s run was that he had run amok, that there was nobody around ever to tell him that's a bad idea. That's hilarious, Stephen. Keep doing it. Here, I think it works. 10 years later, I think it's a disaster.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's an interesting comparison, Philip.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind, though, I do want to step away from jovialism
Yes, let's do it.
and go with a new character introduction.
Ooh, yeah.
Malcolm, I believe, enters the scene at this
Ian
point.
Malcolm walks in the joint.
Yes, Jeff Goldblum. I love this guy,
He's so good.
just as a person.
Yeah, he's a great interview.
Yes,
On any
Conan's
podcast.
many
The one
times.
podcast you listen to.
Basically, yeah. He just seems to be willing to participate.
Totally. He's got engaging mannerisms. He's got a particular rhythm to his speak. He's played into it in later years because it is such an interesting diction.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's putting on an act. I think this is just him and his way of speaking. And I think he's phenomenal in this movie. And I think it's probably why he lives.
Yeah.
When they find him later, and we'll get into that. Like,
Yeah.
you get an actor doing the role, and you're like, wow, this guy is gold. We got to keep him.
He survived Independence Day.
Twice.
Right? Yeah.
I think.
So there you go.
Yeah. And his chaos theory is funny, and everything he's doing, basically.
You can make a whole list of lines that he has
Oh, yeah.
that are just well delivered,
Totally.
witty, and really serious. Like he has some.
Good points, too.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why he's there.
He's a well-written character.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is part of just good writing. Again, you've got these elements at play of competing priorities. So the cast of characters is interesting and well played out.
Yeah, absolutely.
We get the first real rousing moment of the score at this point. You know, they're on the helicopter going to the island.
This is exciting.
And it goes wide, and we see the big mountaintops, and the score just comes raging in.
I would say this is one of Williams' most exciting scores.
It's phenomenal. And it's majestic. So you get like...
I wrote that down. I wrote down majestic.
You get the benefit of big operatic score in the tense and exciting action sequences, but the theme, there's a majesty to it. And man, oh man, it's like the Superman score. That score, when it hits, is like, I feel aroused.
Yeah. And that's not easy for you.
No,
That's not easy.
harder and harder. I feel really moved by it.
Do you put Jurassic Park in the background?
It's Barry White and then a little Jurassic Park, and you can call it a
And Superman brings it home, baby.
Yeah, got a little playlist.
I forgot how much this movie excited me at that moment.
Yeah.
And I got a 4K copy here, buddy.
Yeah, I do too now.
Flipping
I
sharp.
just recently bought it because it was a good deal.
Once again, you have sold yourself short.
I know.
Talk to me, buddy.
Uh,
You need help putting up some speakers.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it is. It's a shame. It's borderline a crime. Die Hard 5, I can let it go.
Sure, no big deal.
You don't hear the phone ringing in the background, whatever. But we got Mr. Williams back here.
Yeah, it's a
Come
shame.
on.
What isn't a shame, however, is the introduction of the dinosaurs. We're meeting all the characters. We're getting the backstory. We're getting this situation. And now we're on the island. We're in the Jeep on the way.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice Jeep.
And we have a moment where Sattler is interested in the plant. She kind of pulls a leaf off a tree and is curious. And Grant has this look. And he in panic almost, stands up through the roof and holds his glasses. That look of both excitement and awe and almost terror, like it's a strange face, but it's like the most perfect face you could make in that moment.
Can you fake awe?
Throw a little Superman, a little Jurassic Park.
Because he's not really looking at anything.
No, he's looking at nothing.
Like, as an actor.
That's it.
So I'm impressed with his performance. Nominations?
No, not that type of movie.
I know.
Back end stuff, I think, like
of course.
special effects
Goes
is
without
one, and
saying.
sound design, I think.
Absolutely. It's at this moment where I noticed something you've brought up a while ago.
Oh, yes.
And now I see it every time I watch a Spielberg movie, is what's on the screen is all the character can see as well as the audience.
Yeah. When
in reality, they should be able to see other stuff.
Yeah.
In this case, it's a bunch of dinosaurs with extremely long necks.
Yeah. What look about maybe 50 feet away, maybe 100 feet away.
He's looking in the same direction. And the reason I know that is where the Jeep is.
Yep. Yeah.
But these are things, again, as a guy who's just awestruck of great filmmaking, doesn't notice. And that's why I think Spielberg probably gets away with it, other than someone like yourself who just has an eye for things, because you're pausing reading newspapers. So
I'm a digger.
You're digging for stuff. No kids watching the movie are going to like, wait a minute.
Exactly, right? Like nobody gives a shit. It's only like in hindsight and looking at a career and having enough of these examples over the years that you're like, oh, that's interesting. Something to note, I would say.
And I think Hammond notes that they have a T-Rex.
Yes.
And then we have another great line from Malcolm, I believe.
That's right. Yes. When Grant is saying they might be out of a job.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm, don't you mean extinct? What's funny about that, and this is a backstory kind of thing, is Phil Tippett, who did a lot of the animatronic stuff.
Some say the best.
One of the greats, absolutely. And Dykstra, like that whole initial group. But Phil Tippett was that guy. And they were planning on doing the whole movie in the stop motion. And he had done all these storyboards. And then CGI came. And he apparently, the quote is that line is his.
Luckily, that's not the case.
It's more and more the case. But this movie does try and balance the two, with Stan Winston creating the big animatronics and Phil Tippett handling some of the puppetry and so forth. But it's a funny line no matter who says it. We're going to get Dino DNA.
Or how I like to say it, Dino DNK. Come on.
Jackal reference
it's
for everybody.
It's the only good thing out of Jackal, buddy, is DNK. I don't know. Love it. That's very inside.
Very inside.
No one's going to, unless you've seen the Jackal, you're not going to get that. So watch the Jackal.
And then listen to us.
Exactly.
Or just listen to us, because you get the joke and the podcast.
Yeah, and the movie's not that great.
The movie sucks.
So don't worry about it.
It's terrible. What I like about this sort of ride, if you will, is
it's a sort of a ride.
That's the line I like. It's a delivery I think is hilarious. Them basically going through the mechanics and the behind the scenes of it, but because they're all curious scientists, they kind of push forward and break it, and then they go and they want to see the incubating and all that stuff, which I think is really fascinating. And we get the only character that's really been in all of them. B.D. Wong.
Has he been in all of them?
He's like in almost all of them.
Okay.
They brought him back, I think, for World. Like, he just
sounds like he got typecasted.
Yeah, sure. But you take the money.
I am really impressed with this scene.
Speak on it, as the kids say.
Because that's not CGI. That baby dinosaur,
you're right,
being born,
breaking
out of the egg,
all practical,
and I think it looks really, really, really good.
It's phenomenal. Everything in this movie is, like, effects-wise, is perfect.
And we're 32 years later, and I'll say it now, there's nothing in this movie that seemed dated.
Correct.
Yeah. And what dinosaur do we find out this is?
Much to Grant's chagrin, is that they bred raptors. And because of what we heard, we know that they're dangerous. They've got the claw.
And Grant's the curious guy, obviously.
Yep.
And Muldoon takes him out to the raptor area.
Yep.
And wow, you can just hear the viciousness of that beast.
Totally.
We don't need to see it.
No,
I don't want to see it.
It's the power of sound design and cinematography and the film as a medium. Muldoon, he gets to explain all the things about Raptor. He's the Raptor guy. We established this guy knows ins and outs and everything about raptors. They're problem solvers. They're going to check the fences, and we found
Never the same place twice.
Never the same place
Systematic.
twice. That's right.
Yeah.
Very, very clinical.
Yeah. One of the raptors had killed a couple of them, and now they're working things out, he says.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I wonder if by the end of the movie, this guy knows as much as he thinks he knows about raptors.
By the end, he doesn't know anything.
Yes.
That's for sure.
I have big problems with that.
A bit of a plot hole for you?
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out as it comes. But at the end of the day, I hated it in 93.
Okay.
Muldoon is the on-site raptor guy, and he doesn't seem to recognize that or understand that. Give me a break. But I'm getting a little hungry.
Yeah. Hammond offers lunch.
Yes.
And I need an answer here, Philip.
Please.
Does he say chili and sea bass or Chilean sea bass?
I would say he probably says Chilean sea bass
Okay.
because they're in Costa Rica. Maybe Chile is close by.
Okay. So you don't know?
I don't know.
Not a clue.
No.
Wonderful.
I could throw the subtitles on.
Watch it with no sound at this point if you're not going to put speakers up. Nonetheless, this lunch looks delicious, arguably.
Spared no expense.
Spared no expense, which he did.
Yes.
Spare some expense.
Some expenses later, yeah.
Well, some issues with that myself. This is a really good scene because we get them really starting to talk.
Yes.
And we have all the different point of views. That's what they're here for.
Yep.
That's what we're here. We got Ian Malcolm coming from his angle.
Yep.
Laura
lawyer.
Dern's character, Souther, she's pretty quiet, but she's got something to say too.
Totally.
Obviously, Grant's just overwhelmed. And then we have, of course, the lawyer
Yep.
who is just seeing dollar signs at this point.
Yeah. We can have a family coupon day, as he says.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Like,
Great.
what?
It's the best scene in the movie, I think.
Really?
It's the best human scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Because
Because it involves all the characters.
it brings everything into light. It crystallizes the kind of plot a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
some of the competing forces at play. And certainly as I've grown older and we've seen more corruption and more money and more lack of care for the world.
It's not going away.
Right, as Malcolm calls it, the rape of the natural world, right? But his speech about how you just want to market it, you didn't earn anything, this knowledge isn't gained, it's stolen.
You stood on the shoulders.
Stood on the shoulders
or
of
the backs
giants.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. You found what others did and you took the next logical step. You didn't earn the knowledge, so you don't take any responsibility for it.
And then you have the could versus should.
Classic. You were so preoccupied with if you could, you didn't think about if you should.
There you go. You see, you're the man that can deliver the lines here. I'm just taking it all in. But what this reminds me of, though, is this movie isn't just for kids.
Correct.
This is a lot of adult content,
Mm-hmm.
which makes this very viewable, very watchable by anybody.
Yeah. The kids can go and not give a crap about ethics and the rape of the natural world and just want to see dinosaurs run around and chase people, and you get that, or you get the extra layer if you wanted to pay attention to it. And I think it's really fantastic.
Now, Phil, tell me who says this line. How could you have the slightest idea of what to expect? Who said that?
Sattler?
Was it Sadler? It was her, Dr. I know, it was
I
her,
think it was
Dr.
Sadler.
Gray. I think that's why I brought it up, because that's her, one good line in this.
That's her chiming in.
Yeah, she has to chime.
Yeah.
Everyone has to chime.
Yes.
Everyone's chimed. And then Hammond's like, the only person on my side is the blood-sucking lawyer. And he ignores the fact that he was kind of insulted.
Yes.
He's like, yeah,
No, done taken. That's
Yeah.
me. Yeah. Because he's seeing the dollars for sure.
Absolutely.
So we've had what I would say the peak human ethic conversation, and the way, like we just talked about, the way to cut that is introduce
Bring in the kids.
the kids, which I hate, as you know.
So you're like Dr. Grant
That's right.
in more ways than one.
That's right.
Interesting.
I think that I shouldn't say I hate. I have no problem generally, but they're obviously just here for stakes.
Yes, they are here
Right,
for
like
stakes.
they're just here to add a layer of complexity to the story and offer some stakes of, oh my gosh, now 10-year-old kids are going to be in danger rather than the blood-sucking lawyer is going to be in danger.
I think that's necessary, though, Phil.
I don't think it's
You need to bring up the stakes.
Yeah, I guess so. And to be honest, I actually think their performances are fine.
Nothing wrong with it.
We know I already have extolled the virtues of Ariana Richards from Angus.
Angus. Wow, that's
Melissa Lefevre. Check it out in the
yeah,
archives,
that's,
folks.
You have to.
It's a Phil classic.
They all are.
And then Joe Mazzolo.
Joe Mazzolo of Pacific fame.
That's right. Yes, you would recognize him. From
I
the
recognized
TV.
him. Yes, of course. But in that series, I'm like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
And then when I looked it up,
Yeah, he was in Social Network, one of Zuckerberg's roommates. So
But we already knew that Dr. Grant doesn't like kids.
That's right.
So as a whole plot point, it does fill in some gaps.
Totally. It adds some complexity to the storyline. It gives Grant an opportunity to have an arc, right? I don't like these things, to grow to like these things.
That's what movies are, Philip. So
it totally makes sense.
I don't know what you're doing without it.
On a story level, it is completely functional.
Yeah. It would be empty without it.
Yes, but I think it's a little tacked on. Even if it makes all the sense in the world, all those things, it's just like, of course you bring in the kids.
I would argue it's tacked on. I'm going to push back here. I don't often push back.
No.
Tacked on would imply that it's already full. You don't need anything else, and now it's tacked on.
Uh-huh.
This needs that to fill a section of the movie. So without it, we got some major problems, buddy. So it's not a tack-on situation. Okay. And I know tack-on situations.
You've tacked on a few in your day.
I've tacked on a lot. I have a whole thing of tacks in my basement. I used them yesterday. I tacked up something to hold up some keys on the wall.
Tacked on keys.
Yeah, I did.
Wow. Yeah. There it is. Right there on the podcast. Another little witty exchange, as it were, between the three kind of main leads about how they're processing what they're about to go through, what they've seen already. And we have Malcolm kind of rolling his eyes at Hammond's creation and says, God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs. And then Ellie Sattler says, dinosaurs kill man. Women inherit the earth.
Yeah, I like that.
It's really good.
It is nice.
It's clever. It's good wordplay. It's also kind of playful. This is the kind of last section of playfulness because we're ratcheting things up. The storm is coming. They're out on the tour now.
Yeah.
We're anticipating kind of what's about to happen. So I like that there's a little levity for the last little time here.
You love levity.
I've totally gone on board.
I love Eugene Levy. I've gone
Eugene Levity.
He's Sleep Daddy on the Sleep Country commercials.
Okay, I don't know.
But I also like the fact that the storm is major contrivance. Just kidding. This is an area very prone to storms.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you knew that. Off the coast of Costa Rica, that's hurricane area. That's very stormy-like area. So
yes.
It jives, buddy.
Yeah.
It jives, okay?
I think it totally makes sense.
Well, I thought it might have been an issue with you.
No,
you know?
no issues. No issues.
All right,
Not
good.
like this Triceratops has issues.
Major issues.
Yeah.
Digestive, perhaps.
We got some problems.
Dietary. They're worried about the plants that it's eating. Maybe it's pregnant. We don't know.
No,
Can't be.
Can't be.
Must have found a way.
It's a phenomenal animatronic.
Yeah.
Back at the early days of Universal Studios, that was one of the things you could sort of interact with. It's gorgeous. And the puppetry of the mouth and the tongue and Ellie kind of poking around there. And
gross,
stuff.
but very good, yes.
Totally. I'm like, that's a fucking dinosaur. Is how I approached that when I was 14 years old. It's really impressive.
Absolutely.
And holds up, again, all these years later.
And that's a big pile of shit.
And you would know. You have had some big shits.
I'm sitting right beside one.
You've dropped a deuce or two in the forest, in the woods.
I've done one in the car, buddy. I'm not going to deny it. Those were some crazy years. We get a brief introduction, I think, of Samuel L. Jackson, don't we?
We get to see Sammy J.
Yeah, Mr. Arnold.
We have to remember, because he's sort of been always around, because just a year later, he's in Pulp Fiction and becomes one of the bigger stars.
Yeah.
And, Die Hard, and obviously
sure. He's a late bloomer, though.
Yeah. And so I recognized him only later from the fact that he was in something like Do the Right Thing and a couple other Spike Lee movies. But I don't know that I would have picked him out in 93 as anybody.
He's like Hoffman in Twister.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You see the potential or how did a guy that was so good end up doing such a crappy job here? Because he gets the worst line in the movie to me.
Well, it's a little harsh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, somebody has to have the worst line,
at least like the worst delivery of the line, not even the bad line.
What is it? Do you want to share with me and the listeners?
When things are going wrong, he looks up and he says, "It could have been worse, John. It could have been a lot worse."
Not wrong.
He's not wrong, but he's delivered with such little passion or interest.
He smokes well, though.
Oh, okay.
Actually, he doesn't, but it's like good for film. But anyways, well, let me ask you this: do you like the line, "I hate this hacker crap"? Because you hate the hacker crap.
I do hate the hacker crap. Yeah.
How does Sammy J deliver that for you?
That's a great line.
I thought you might like
he
that.
does that well. And I thought the exact same thing. In fact, in my notes, I wrote, yes, preach.
What I wrote in my notes, Phil has something in common with every character. He digs, hates hackers.
Yeah.
And there's other stuff in there.
Sure, I like chaos.
You love chaos? Yeah, hell of a theory.
That's right.
Hell of a theory. But the rain's coming down, Phil.
Yeah, Nedry has shut the system down. He's got to implement his plan.
He's got to steal the embryos.
So he's sort of, frankly, the most obvious. Like, I would not let this guy leave the room the way he's acting with this. Like, I'm gonna do.
That was overplayed
so much.
His workstation's a mess.
Disaster.
But this is a point in the movie where I have to ask you a big question, because I have an issue with this specifically, and I never did until it came up in my Facebook feed as being a man in his 40s.
Sure.
Is we've heard Hammond say multiple times he has spared no expense.
Correct.
Newman is clearly, feels underpaid.
Yes.
And he's seemingly the only IT guy for a park with dinosaur enclosures, including raptors, T-Rexes, maybe a Spinosaurus. We don't know.
Yeah.
Now, one thing sort of allows for it is the storm is coming, everyone's evacuating. Maybe all the other IT guys have left.
That's right. He's the main guy, maybe.
Even as the main guy, you want to not spare any expense.
Correct.
Like, make sure this guy is paid.
They try and do a little bit earlier about explaining how it's pre-park, it hasn't opened, it's like skeleton crew, the storm is coming. They try and temper it. I agree with you, though. It's ridiculous. This is like a gaping hole in the plot that, again, as a 14-year-old, I'm like, whatever, I buy it, I'm in, doesn't matter. But with some clarity, let's say, it's a little questionable for sure.
Like, you should be getting paid a few $100,000 for this job annually.
Yeah.
Realistically.
And he's so good at it. He's got that, right? Like, that's not easy to program. No teenagers coming up with that.
Actually, would you consider this a Spielberg moment in a weird sense? That his workstation to you and I is clearly messy.
Yeah.
And Sammy J doesn't notice it until he actually sits in the spot.
Yep.
You're over here. You're working adjacent to him.
Yeah.
You're looking at his area all the time.
Yeah.
And only now.
It shouldn't be a surprise.
Exactly.
That it's
it's
messy.
right there.
Yeah.
It's very apparent.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Dave. You're digging. You're getting in there.
Well, you inspire me, buddy. You inspire me.
Speaking of inspired, I'll tell you what I think is the most inspired sequence in the movie.
Really? Talk to me, big guy.
It's the T-Rex reveal. All the stuff about the parks and all about the whatevers. We've set up all of the markers along the way for peril, and now we're going to execute. And the way that this is executed, I am completely enthralled.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the visceral nature of the attack itself, which happens, but the reveal prior. They're stuck, they're confused, they're looking around, they see the goat is no longer.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, you're hearing the stomping,
Yes.
the glass, the water, like
The puddles. Yeah.
all of that is just so perfect filmmaking.
I thought you were going to
And
say
a
it's
movie
perfection.
is not perfect,
Yeah.
but that scene is perfection.
There it is. There we go.
Yeah, you led me to it.
It's the power of the ion. I-O-N.
That's right. Now, I don't know what your thoughts were. I remember vaguely in 94, 93 seeing it and just being blown away, but something about time and being really paying close attention, I am mesmerized by the way this is structured.
I'm going to humble this scene.
Please do.
It's a critique.
You're an idiot.
It's a critique some people have of Spielberg in the way he
Okay.
film makes.
Makes film.
Is little problems occur because of stupid things the characters are doing, which causes bigger issues.
Okay.
In this case specifically, it's Lexi with the flashlight, playing around with it, getting it, like basically shining it right in the dinosaur's eyes. These are just dumb mistakes they're making. Now, sure, she's not knowledgeable of dinosaurs, so I'm not going to...
She's a 10-year-old.
She's a hacker, though. She's a hacker. I think they would have this knowledge. But had someone had mentioned that, I think, there are instances where they are making the problem worse.
Oh yeah, sure. That's
most
that's
movies.
But I think that's the drama, right? That's the power. That's the beauty of it, right? Because
That's how he creates it.
You create the tension so that you, as an audience, can get excited, and so you're now yelling at the screen just as
Tim's telling her to shut it off.
The kid
she
is
won't.
like,
come on,
shut it down. So I find that it's actually it's the magic and the genius of Spielberg to create the moments where we are instinctively yelling at the character to do or don't do something that this sequence, I think, really masterfully puts together. I agree, but as an 8-year-old terrified beyond belief, and I think these kids who, I don't particularly care for kid performances.
It's a tall order. It's a tall order to be scared like that.
In particular, her, I think she plays terrified so well that I believe when she is stuck and tense and eyes bulging and shaking and all of that panic and manic energy, I'm like, yeah, I get it.
I think it's almost impossible to truly capture the feeling of being face to face with a dinosaur.
Sure.
But I would agree with, I think that's about the best you can do.
She is the only one that really feels terrified.
Terror, yeah.
Everyone else is studying the thing. Even Tim, right? Like, they're all into the dinosaur thing of it, and she is just a hacker. I think there's something to that where she's just like, I don't want this. Like, I'm not a dino girl. And so she gets to play really, really scared.
The lawyer's not really in the dino world. He's about to be in a dino belly. His instinct is to get out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
This is almost like a horror movie.
Sure.
He runs to the local restroom,
yeah,
closest one. What's your play? Philip? What are you doing in this situation?
If I'm the lawyer, probably
if you're
the
any
same
of them,
thing.
If you're any of them.
Well, if I'm any of them, if I'm Grant, I know what to do.
Touche.
Right.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You're Phil. You're you.
Yeah.
With the knowledge you have, which is very little.
Very little. Yeah. I'm probably just cowering in the car.
Okay. I would say, and no offense to either of us, like we're on the level of probably the kids with the knowledge, realistically, without the hacking ability.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would stay in the car just because it's at least 4 walls. But Grant knows not to move.
Yeah. Do you know that?
No.
Okay. I feel like that's pretty common.
Only because of this movie.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you know how to protect yourself against bears?
That's the one you punch in the face?
No. Well, there's 2 different types of bear. Well, there's more than 2. But there's brown bears, grizzly bears, black bears. But one is don't move.
Okay.
Where the other one, I think, is look big.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to know which bear you're dealing with.
Which one did Leonardo DiCaprio deal with in The Revenant? Because it didn't work out great for him.
He had a tough go. Held his own for a while there.
Yeah.
But, It
was not pretty.
Wasn't pretty. Very visceral. Very visceral.
Yeah.
Much like this, though, considering this is not a real dinosaur. That bear was real.
Yes. But the dinosaur looked fucking real, man.
It did 100%.
And that is Sam Winston doing brilliant animatronic work and combined with a little CGI and practicality and puppetry. Like, it's a magnificent piece of business.
Just say it. Masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
A masterpiece of perfection. Which makes it a classic, Philip.
That's right. Absolutely.
Anyways, Philip, let's do a head count.
Okay.
Lawyers Babayo.
Yeah, no lawyer. Split in half. I believe. Yeah.
That's our first kill, essentially.
Yes. Well,
right?
other than the first beginning intro thing.
You know what I mean. Come on. It's not split hairs. It's split humans. Malcolm's injured, and I think you alluded to the fact that maybe he should have died. Talk to me about that.
I think, again, my memory is that maybe he dies in the book, and it got conflated in the years. But I just feel like that it's presented as if he was dead. He kind of looks bloodied and beaten up and thrown under the tiki and all of that stuff. He's kind of buried under it. So I think any other movie or any other actor is probably done for. But the fact that it's Goldblum, I guess he comes back.
He's got more lines to deliver.
Yeah.
But I think, ironically, he's probably in the best spot. He's covered by ferns.
Oh, sure, and he's not moving.
He's not moving.
Yeah.
And he's covered up.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
It's actually
don't
safe.
go anywhere.
Don't move.
Don't.
That's a deep cut, folks. Check it out in the archives. Star Trek 6. Oh, man.
We definitely can't trust a T-Rex. And although their visual acuity is questionable, once they sort of get focused on something and they have an idea something is there now, though they're pretty persistent.
Yes.
And we have Lexi against the glass. Let's check out where the kids are at this point.
Yeah.
They're alone.
This whole attack is phenomenal. 10 minutes of it's just magic. It's so good.
Magical mayhem.
That's right. And what follows, however, is Newman's demise, which isn't quite so magical for him.
Not for him. That is a shitty way to go.
Yes. He's not happy.
No.
It's another sequence that's much smaller and shorter, certainly, than the T-Rex scene, but I find equally exciting and scary. And Spielberg doesn't do movies like this typically, right? I mean, Jaws obviously is an example, but most of his stuff is family related.
But this is so imaginative, though, that I think it's like, yeah, I can do this.
It's also 20 years later, right? So, he's developed the skill set. But
and he's got the tools now as well to do it.
But this scene I thought was just as great. And this is a line that I say all the time, particularly to the dog. As you know, we have a conflicting relationship. But she'll often look up with those, like, puppy dog eyes. And I will often say, I have nothing on me. I have nothing on me. Stop looking at me. I have nothing. So watching Newman kind of flummox his way through this scene and kind of talk shit about these little, like, oh, you're just a little one. You're just a dummy. And the way that turns on him, both at the bottom of the sort of ridge and then in the car and watching it
just shake and
shake. It's like, God, the damage being done there is terrifying.
Do you think he deserved it?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Hard yes.
Yeah.
Hard yes. And not just because of Nedry's actions. I'm going to throw it in with the Newman actions, too.
There you go.
All of them.
Yeah.
He has to pay.
He's got to pay. Yeah. And pay he did.
What I find interesting, and this is something that I remember distinctly feeling in 93, is I thought that the next movie would have something to do with the embryos.
Yeah.
Because the camera, like, if you remember, like, he dies and you watch the embryos fall from his pocket, effectively, roll down the waterfall into the, from the rocks into the mud, and then the mud kind of subsumes it. And even when I was younger, thinking, well, there's the next movie.
There's something.
Like, that's
there,
the leave behind.
Yeah.
To quote another Seinfeld reference. Like, that's the hint. And it doesn't factor in at all.
Not leaving their options open.
Hold on it. I guess maybe that's it. They just didn't know what they were going to do, so just do a little leave behind. I thought it was strange.
I thought nothing of it.
Didn't even notice. We have kind of a repeat of the T-Rex footprint now filled with water, and Malcolm gets to see that rumble again. So we saw it with the kids with the water cup, and now we're like, okay.
The big footprint, yeah.
The big footprint is telling us, and we get Malcolm, who's already seen what it could do.
Firsthand.
Exactly. Feel basically like terrified. Yeah. Again, he's playing that look so well.
He's a tough guy.
And he's basically just like, let's go. Must go faster. A funny thing about that was I was in Los Angeles.
Last summer.
Last fall, I guess.
Last fall.
Yeah, October.
Right, yeah, let's check
and I did the Warner Brothers studio tour.
That's something you would do.
It was amazing. And they're taking us through the back lot, and they said that they basically shot the Jurassic Park T-Rex scene in the Warner Brother jungle backlot. They have like a quarter mile of terrain in trees and whatnot, and they just shot all of that whole sequence on the same quarter mile, and it just looks like it goes on and on. They're chasing forever, and the thing is happening, but no, that's the magic of movies. It's really quite incredible.
Don't you find that kind of takes away the magic when you see it behind the scene?
I think there's something really impressive to me about the art of making the movie. So the movie is the one thing, and then when it comes to movies like this, genre movies, horror movies, it's the reason why the kills in Friday the 13th, the slasher movie, is the draw. Because, like, how did you do that? How do you get the spear through the throat? And
you're curious. Yeah. You want to know.
So it doesn't take away the magic. To me, it only heightens it, because it's like the creative process that is not only to come up with the thing, but now to create and implement and roll it out is phenomenal.
Do you want to know how the rabbit comes out of the hat?
I'm less interested in actual magic, strangely.
Okay.
But I'm not against it.
All right.
It did make Frosty come alive, so I'm into that possibility.
Well, I'm not sure that's quite as good as the flea circus story, Phil. Did you ever have a flea circus?
I did not, nor an ant farm, nor anything like that.
Did you realize they weren't even there? Like, that's magic? Like, it was just...
It's a joke?
Yeah, it's a joke. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. You're breaking my heart right now. Wow.
It's all contraptions.
Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Shit.
The imagination
is the thing.
But you have things automatically doing stuff as the circus.
Wow. I didn't have
There's no fleas.
Okay.
There's no fleas, Philip.
I got fleeced by fleas.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. But this is a time where we have a nice, quiet conversation, and we get it. Sadler, a little bit of dialogue. She doesn't, she hasn't done a lot. She's been critiqued as not being very good in this movie.
I don't know who said that. That's
Well,
ridiculous.
people.
Okay. You're a man of the people. I have no interest in the people.
So you're happy with her?
100%.
Okay, I just that's why I bring you on your own show here.
Yeah.
So
I mean, sure. I mean, a woman character in 93, probably not the most things to do, but I think she's perfectly fine.
I thought so too.
And what she does, I think, is perfectly fine.
You know me, I'm easily influenced. So I was second guessing myself.
Yeah.
But I think her main interesting line that stood out for me is like having control is the illusion.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's very true. As
It's
we
a
can
good line. And it's delivered perfectly well. Again, I don't know why anybody would have a problem.
I don't know.
with
You'd
it.
have to ask them, I guess. I don't know.
Get on the boards. But it is a quiet moment. I think it's important to have it after the last sort of 20 minutes of really intense.
Exactly.
The T-Rex and the Nedry to bring it all the way down. So we've got Grant in the treetops with the kids kind of cuddling. We're now seeing, again, the arc that he's now warming, as it were, to the kids and the idea of children and so forth, which is, I think, kind of lame.
I think it's like beautiful. It's beautiful.
All right.
I think the bigger question is that real snot or CGI snot?
I think it's real snot.
Real snot?
I think it's real snot.
I don't think it's real
It's
snot.
real,
it's fluid.
Real viscous fluid. Yeah.
Guys, we need to get some real snot in here. Some big loogies.
Yeah. But seeing that live animatronic kind of full-blown thing, it's pretty cool.
We kind of have two storylines now kind of running at the same time, parallel, where we need to do a factory reset.
Yes.
To get things up and running.
Conveniently, we have a hacker.
Yes, we do have a hacker.
Yeah.
And the hacker, that crew with Dr. Grant and Tim, of course. Let's not sell Tim short. Yeah, he's got a lot of knowledge.
Hasn't done anything.
He's just spewed out knowledge.
That's right.
They are making their way. I think that's safe to say. They're making their way back.
Yes.
There's a fence in the way. Electrified, maybe.
We don't know.
We don't know. What's a good way to test it, though, Phil? To see.
I would suggest maybe not wooden sticks. I don't know if there's a current involved.
Is that scientifically incorrect? Is that an oversight?
Couldn't tell you.
I'm not qualified.
Neither am I. I just watched the movies.
Well, I know you're not qualified.
No one would doubt that.
Okay. At the time, though, I never thought anything of it. And unless someone points it out to me on my Facebook feed, I never would know that possibly may not be correct.
Okay.
So I have to let it slide.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
My ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, we kind of discover that they're breeding. That, that
the
life
eggs.
has found a way.
Yes.
They found the eggs. They're basically kind of scrambling at this point. One of the funny lines where they talk about Disneyland having a rocky opening and, Pirates of the Caribbean, they didn't eat the tourists.
Yeah,
there is a funny line about that.
Yes, that is funny.
But we established that basically Sam Jackson, who was going to go and fix the problem with the power station.
Does he not realize what's outside potentially?
You got to get the stuff back. You got to get the stuff back online.
I'm just not sure he's the guy.
I appreciate his gumption.
He seems a little overconfident. That's all.
Underqualified, overconfident.
Not a good combination.
It's a bad combination.
Jesus.
But luckily, we've got Sadler, who has proven to have no abilities at all, according to your fan boards. But even then, she's not necessarily someone that can fix the power station. But I like that she's willing to.
There is this undercurrent of misogyny that she's brought up a couple of times.
Sure.
It's like, I know him, and I'm a woman.
I could do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
but not without Muldoon.
Well, you need Muldoon.
Yeah, he's got to take care of you.
You got Muldoon.
Yeah, he's the park ranger. He knows all the ways, ins and outs.
He knows a lot of things.
Yeah, not everything, it turns out.
Well, it turns out he's forgetful.
Yeah.
All that knowledge he had
Yeah.
of raptors, Philip, kind of goes out the door.
Yeah. So we've got the last 30. We've got Sadler and he are out to start the power, save the day. And as they're on their way, there's a moment where we see the raptors, and he has got one locked in. He's proud as pie. This guy has got it good.
Yeah. Straight
ahead, clear shot, ready to go, locked and loaded. And yet he gets eaten from the raptor to the side.
Flank.
Classic raptor move.
Yeah.
Even Grant knows it.
Kind of got maloned.
He got maloned. He got muldooned.
He got muldooned.
It's so stupid. Even when I was 14 years old, I was like, this is stupid.
This is not right. Yeah.
And it's the only time in the movie that I thought this is stupid. And I don't mind you dying, because at that time, I'm into it.
Yeah, of course you are.
But it's silly to me that he dies this way when he's been now an hour and a half told he's the raptor guy. Yeah. Did you pick up on that or care at all? Notice it?
Originally?
Even now.
Now, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, definitely. But the saving grace, Phil.
There's a one.
It gives us the line that we've used over and over and over. Clever girl.
It's true.
So
it's a great line. You're right.
He just didn't give them enough credit.
Clever girl, though, like, that's their move. It's like giving them credit for their move.
I do the swirl.
Yeah, that's your move.
It's my move.
There's a knuckle involved. Everything's fine.
I know some people prefer the pinch. Yeah, it's not enough. I mean,
it doesn't bother me. I just think it's stupid. It doesn't ruin anything.
It doesn't bother me.
Stupid.
It's stupid.
In a movie that isn't stupid. Like, that's my take.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think the reason why, just filmatically,
he can die, but he can die in different ways. Yeah. He can be swarmed. He can be overcome.
But the problem is they want the Raptors to do what we foreshadowed them to do.
Yeah. Then don't make him the Raptor.
Don't make him the guy. Sammy J.
Sammy J could have died that very same way and have been fine.
There you go.
But don't give me the Raptor guy who knows everything and then is caught off guard by their move.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make any sense.
You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
As a result, we have Sattler. She runs away. They're obviously busy.
Right.
And at the time that she's sort of turning on the electrical fences, Timmy is on his way down.
Slowly but surely,
creating some tension. I didn't really find this interesting. They're not going to kill the kid. It's kind of lame.
Should have been.
The payoff is kind of lame because I think this kid should be dead.
Yeah.
You know,
scientifically speaking.
Yeah. So it's just kind of a fun scene, and I'm like, I'm not interested in fun at this point.
No, I don't want fun.
Things are amping. Things are like
last thing I want in my life is fun.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. We saw what the last bit of fun gave you.
Exactly.
The sun.
The sun is not fun.
Not fun. But we're back in the visitor center, and the kids are under attack with the raptor.
Correct.
What are your thoughts on this sequence? Because we've had the kids in peril before with the T-Rex, and we've, like you've said, we've established the T-Rex has limited function. Right? It's too big. It
lacks versatility.
That's right. The short arms. Right? There's elements they've fully exploited already.
Yes.
And so now we're pivoting to the real final boss, if you will.
I would say.
What's your take on this kitchen sort of hunt game that they're playing?
It's hard to do, and we're going to talk about it again. I'll tell you that right now, because when it comes to Raptors, because they are favored. If you're betting on this battle between a human and a raptor,
a couple of 10-year-olds.
So it's sort of like, and I hate to bring up Rocky, but in the 6th installment of Rocky, Rocky 6, I like to call it, he is the underdog. And they have to break the guy's hand to even out the score. Yeah. So you sort of have to do that in this movie to make it sort of fair, a battle. Yeah. Otherwise, you're done. Yeah. And our playing field will be a kitchen. Yeah. So will the kitchen lend enough sort of
nooks and crannies?
Yeah, to kind of make this scene work. Yeah. And I think ultimately, it does, but it's questionable. It's questionable. It's questionable.
Sometimes I listen to you and I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And
I get that a lot.
This is an example where I think this scene, not like that you're wrong, I fundamentally think this scene is so well executed from the Raptors learning. We've established that they do these things.
Opening doors.
They're opening doors. They've got these things. The use of mirrors, the terror of that. The kitchen offers an opportunity to show off a little bit of your CGI because they jump on the counters and the accoutrements start to rock and roll, right? I think that is really great. The use of the freezer, the ability to kind of play within that field, and because they're small, use that to their advantage. I think this whole sequence is like really exciting and really cool, and a great use of the CGI. Again, I'm feeling like I'm in the room, and the visuals, the framing and staging of this is so clever. I'm completely enthralled.
Well, now that I think about it, you're right. You're absolutely right. I don't know what
Easily
I was
persuaded.
thinking. I mean, I just have a high bar, Phil. I have a high bar. Yeah. I do love the psych out of
the mirror.
The mirror.
Fantastic.
Like, I mean,
That's
I'm
what
not
saying.
You know,
what are you talking about?
I don't.
The mirror alone gives it a.
You invited me here. You invited me here to be on this show. Week after week.
That's right. Yeah. Your name's in the title. What am I going to do?
This is your problem. There's a lot of Daves out there. I guess I'm just more interested in the hacking of it all.
That's true. You did like Die Hard 4 a lot more than I did.
100%.
So you're into the hack. I want to just hack that off the movie. So we're going to move on.
Fair enough. It's a small scene. So
she does it. She's a genius. She's brilliant. Whatever.
The door's locked. Whatever. Right.
La-di-da.
Yeah.
Solve the problem. Freezers, raptors, whatever.
Yeah.
But they are pinned down.
Yes.
And it's a great sequence where they're kind of running down the big dinosaur, the T-Rex bones, as they're kind of coming in. But they're now cornered basically by these raptors. Nowhere to go.
They're done.
It's over.
It's over.
If not, for our good buddy T.
Tom Rex.
Theodore Rex, classic Whoopi Goldberg movie, comes to save the day. Now, could you have anticipated that the T-Rex would be the one to save the day?
No.
No one saw it coming.
No.
Out of left field. Like the Hulk Hogan heel turn.
You talk a little bit of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
How you doing over there?
Yeah.
You doing okay?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I don't really care. But, if someone's listening, whatever.
Yeah, if it was Macho Man.
That was a thing. Piper, that was a thing.
That was rough for you. That was rough for you.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can do. You kind of
paid yourself into a corner.
Yeah.
But I found it's a little...
It's believable, I guess.
Easy, but it's believable. Yeah. And it's a weird... And it's such a beautiful... Like, it's so cool scene. Yeah. Coming in, eating the raptors, throwing them into the effects again, like using these CGI characters into practical, physical space is really engaging, and I find this to be totally compelling.
That was okay.
And then obviously just them running, basically, I'm not endorsing your park, and Hammond going like, yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
I'm out. And
after careful consideration,
that's it. Yeah, and then there's Chopper and flying off, and he's got kids once again in his arms. Sattler gives him a little we know.
Do you think they're together?
Yeah, he says so.
Yeah, but I thought he was just...
Oh, yeah, just trying to lay some territory.
Yeah, like a dinosaur.
Yeah, I think they are, but they don't really have a lot of emotional resonance, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Thanks for clarifying that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he says, I take his word.
You can't trust Samuel.
That's right. Even though Malcolm's always looking for another ex-Mrs. Malcolm.
Yes.
Which is a great line.
It's impossible to get them all, but it's fantastic, yeah. But they all seem pretty tuckered out.
Yeah, they should be.
They've been through
That's a hell of a day.
It is. It's a hell of a day. And you look out the window and you see a bird.
Yeah.
And I thought, is that a dino bird or a regular bird?
I think it's regular bird.
Regular bird.
I think it's regular bird.
Okay.
But, by his logic, it is a living dinosaur, evolution.
That's
so there is
why.
a connective tissue there.
Because if you make dino birds, they can fly anywhere in the world, really.
Sure.
Unless you encage them.
Yeah. These look like they were pretty free.
Yeah, they were free.
Yeah.
As a bird.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say. That's how they say it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's have it. It's your movie. What's your final take on it? Here we are at the end.
Honestly, I really enjoyed this watch.
Oh, fantastic.
I was rejuvenated. I felt like I was almost watching it for the first time again.
Okay.
The surround sound was there, unlike some
Sticking
people
it?
I know.
Sticking it.
Obviously the 4K has upscaled a little bit, so it looks good. Doesn't look dated at all. So if you can get a movie like this that's so well done, it's well written, the formula is perfect, great characters, great chemistry, great story, scary action. It has everything. And
Masterpiece?
Pretty close. And if you can get that to hold up after 32 years to look this good, the only things that bothered me are the exact same things that bothered me then.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a big Spielberg guy.
Like you're not a Nolan guy. Are we going to come back and 6 Spielberg later? You're going to be like, I love this guy.
It's possible, actually. That could
you like
happen.
Minority Report.
It could happen. I mean, okay. I don't go out looking for the Spielberg movies, but I don't go out to any theater, really.
You don't really watch movies.
But Nolan, I'm more of like, okay, I'm going to go see that because I am a Nolan guy. But all in all, I was really impressed with how this movie held up more than anything else and provided me with some just great lines. Like, I was really impressed with the dialogue.
Yeah.
And I think Goldblum having that extra character in there outside of like the main crew, like he really elevates this movie, and he was definitely worth keeping alive.
Yeah.
I would say.
Could not agree more.
What? Well, that's nice.
I love the movie.
It's my pick, you know.
I know. And I think I loved it more than the last time. Like, I just think it keeps getting better and better. And I agree with you fully. It doesn't age. It doesn't get old or tired. The stuff that works so incredibly well that it completely overpowers the stuff that doesn't work because there's so little that doesn't work. It's a masterpiece. And I don't think I give it a lot of credit over the years because it was heavy into CG. Like, it was just sort of, I think at the time I loved it and then grew to kind of distance myself from it, part of that Spielberg thing. It's not that good, whatever.
Yeah, of
kind
course,
blew it off.
Well, that's fair.
But revisiting it, man, it is near perfection. I am so pleased with having watched it again. So thank you.
My pleasure. There's one person who did not like this movie.
Tell me.
Jay Scott.
What has he got to say for himself?
Well, he is the Globe and Mail. I'm not really picking on anybody. I was just looking at the scores, and he gave it a 25
out of
100. Yeah,
That's
and overall, it got a 68. So the critics were pretty harsh on this, I felt. Ebert, 75. That's, as he gave it that. But yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Unless they were at the fact that, okay, Spielberg is too big for his britches. But there's no evidence to me that this guy is anything but one of the, if not the greatest living filmmaker.
I feel like they're picking on it because he's such a big name.
And I did in the sort of in the 2000s. I was sort of like, fuck this guy. I'm tired of him.
It's like the people who don't like Tom Brady.
Sure.
Just because
get over it.
He's good.
The most talented person in the field.
Well, not anymore.
Sure.
Retired.
But at the time, right?
It's
It's similarly how I feel about Justin Timberlake.
Garbage.
Too much goddamn talent.
Yeah.
I don't like his music, but there's no telling that there's talent behind it.
Did you see his last performance? Or wasn't that great?
I don't know. But he's a decent enough actor. He can sing, he can dance, he can do the things. He's married to Jessica Biel. Like, the guy's got too much. And he's funny on SNL. So anyway, people that are that talented, there's a backlash, sure. And I was guilty of it, as I said. But I watched this, and I just think there's an absolute genius at work here.
Wonderful. It's good to hear, Philip.
So, and I would if I could.
Yeah.
History is proven. And it's your movie, so, like, I'm loaded for bear. Thanks for listening, folks. We always appreciate you joining us. Please subscribe to never miss an episode. Please rate us 5 stars in your podcatcher of choice. And follow us on the Facebook page. And, of course, share the podcast with any paleontologists or chaos theorists.
Or stegosauruses.
Chaotician, I believe they call them.
Yes, that's correct. That's
and if you happen upon an animal,
a
dinosaur,
could
let
happen.
them know. Thanks, folks. Talk to you next week.
Good night.